Pisces, I hope that you're doing amazing. Welcome to your general twin flame love reading with me, Adrian Nelson, your psychic tarot reader. This is a general reading, so it might not resonate for everyone. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. We're going to take a look at your recent past, your current energy, and your immediate future. Clarify and end of an oracle message. If you do come across something that really resonates with you, place on your heart, your hand on your heart, take a nice deep breath and claim that for yourself. If any of you are interested in learning to read the tarot, there's a link for my courses down below in the description. Now, I already started your reading, I already drew your cards for your recent past, current energy, and immediate future. But then for some reason, and maybe this resonates with some of you, I kept on saying Aries over and over and over and over and over to the point that I literally had to start the video over, because some of you may have asked me, like, Adrian, is this a reading for Pisces or for Aries? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So maybe some of you are dealing with an Aries. Aries is that space, it's all about new beginnings. So maybe some of you are dealing with that. That sort of self-expression, that new beginnings energy. Maybe some of you are dealing with that, Pisces. I also feel that maybe for some of you, you are really in this space of coming out of your shell and saying, yeah, I am ready for this. All right. So your recent past energy is exactly the same card that Scorpio got, and it's the 9 of Disc, which is, again, my beautiful, beautiful Pisces. Very different messages coming through for you, though, that did for Scorpio. So you can always go and look at the Scorpio reading, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio. You can go and look at the Scorpio readings maybe. Remember, we always cross-watch with positive intentions. But Pisces, I get for you that it's like you planted all these seeds and you planted them really, really well, with a person, there might have been a lot of fear involved here, Pisces. There might have been a lot of sense of maybe keeping someone at a distance, and I get like a healthy distance, healthy for your mind, sorry, healthy for your emotional state, healthy for your mental state. You know the kind of energy to go rush into things, As the song says, wise man says, only fools rush in. And I mean, you're not a fool, but you've reached this point where you go like, I can't help falling in love with you. It's beautiful, by the way. It's beautiful, 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 beautiful. It's like all these beautiful seeds that you planted, they germinated and they're starting to like poke their little heads through the, through the soil in beautiful ways. I feel that maybe you may have been a little bit, I don't really want to call it testing, but, invested little things in a person. You want to see how they act like this, how they act like that. Because, as the beautiful, sensitive water energy that you are, Pisces, you need to be sure that the person that you are connecting to, because you give your heart so fully and so completely and so unselfishly that, you needed to be sure before you go and open your heart unconditionally, you needed to be sure that they are worthy of that. And that is a very wise way to go about things, So yes, very, very good. But I feel that, something started really beautiful, maybe, and it might not even be that either one of you are speaking about this just yet, but there's definitely a sense of heart opening, from your side, and it's I feel that it might be very well received by the other person. They're going to clarify that for you. But in your current space, we've got a trump card there, the Eon. And this is about a complete change about it. It's about, not doing things the way they were done before. It's about, sorry, it's about really opening yourself to different and to new and to all that is beautiful and shining and light. There is a sense here of something beautiful coming to the forefront. So I like this very much, Pisces, because again, there is that sense that this is a connection that has been built on for quite a while. And if you want to have children or build a family, this is the person that you can build that family with, that you can build children with. Sorry. They fit very snugly into your, sort of like your friendship circle, your social circle, your family circle. It's just, this is the real beauty of taking your time to nurture something. You know, if something is really special to you, Pisces, taking the time to nurture it, and I can see that this is something that has been done here, which is really, really great. And then look at this, the potential outcome, energy heading your way. 6 of discs, success. Beautiful success going in all different directions. This card always makes me think of Merkaba, as above so below. Merkaba, the symbol. If you don't know Merkaba, you can go look it up. There's a lot of information about it on the internet, on YouTube. Merkaba. But it's really, this is a soul connection that is going to that next level, basically. It's very, very beautiful. It's very divine. It's very amazing. It's very calm. Sometimes in life, you know, Pisces, you may feel overwhelmed and, you know, your feelings get the better of you and then all that sort of stuff. Some of you might be afraid and terrified, like what if it doesn't work out? Maybe you've been, you know, in a very serious connection or marriage relationship before. That was a training ground for this, okay? Let's clarify. So looking at that 9 of discs there in your recent past, where it says gain. Yeah. So you needed to change your mind around love. And for some of you, it could have happened suddenly, it could have taken a while, but I do feel that you needed to change your mind around love. You've got the 6 of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. Alright? So, for some of you, there could have been an idea of, you know, does one ever really find true love? Like, what is true love anyways? It's probably just something they speak about in the fairy tales, you know. Maybe I'll just have to settle, I'm not prepared to settle. And some of you may have really sort of romanticized that idea of sort of like growing old alone and you don't have anyone and you're the one with a broken heart, but, you know, you carry everything on your sleeve except that. And I feel that you would have made peace with it if that is the way the cookie had to crumble. But you may not necessarily like it. I do, however, feel that it was necessary for you to go through that, to in a way also discover your own strength, which you have, and that took you to a place there with 2 of Pentacles where you were more ready for love than you ever were before. So there was definitely a benefit in the delay, and you know, maybe things feeling like they are dragging on and not going anywhere. And the benefit was mostly for you, because the thing about you, Pisces, is that if you get into a connection and you're not 100% convinced of this connection, it'll be bad for you, it'll be bad for the other person. And so I can see that you followed very wisely, where some of you may have said, you know, I'd rather lose them than or lose them now than maybe, you know, make a mistake and then maybe lose them afterwards. So you've taken your time, but you've taken your time really amazingly because it brought you here, you know, which is about going into something new with someone new. And new could even be that you're with a person, but you go to that next level, you know, that new level where you know, where you sort of wouldn't consider before, you know. Ah, there we go, in your current space. So somebody was sort of like riding your back here for you. Somebody was, maybe you were in a space, Pisces, where you were the one who had to maybe always reach out first. You had to be the one who had to make the effort. You were the one that maybe not outright, but silently, but I do feel for some of you outright as well. You know, you were like the moody one, and you were the one with this problem and that problem, blah, 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 blah. And that situation served you very well, because it sort of brought you to a point where you can say, but I'm not going to stand for this. This is not who I am. I'm not going to allow that, you know. So you got the 6 of Pentacles, the 8 of Cups, and the Justice energy. So some of you may have stepped away from a connection. Now this doesn't mean that you were with this person, broke up with them, ended things, and now you're going into a connection with someone new. This could easily be something that ended quite a while ago, but there was still a little bit of that semi-emotional sort of connection that you needed to get over, that you needed to work through. And I can see that that you've done that. I can see that you've evened the scales over here. I can see that you became very clear about who you are, about what it is that you expect in love, what is it that you need. And I feel very, very, very importantly for you, Pisces, I feel that you have also become very, very clear about what is it that you are willing to sort of like compromise. I feel that for some of you there was the idea of like, I'm not going to compromise anything, and then the other extreme is like, I'm going to compromise everything. So there needed to be that middle ground that was found, and I feel also that someone has taken horribly taken advantage of you. You know, played on your emotions, maybe use little words, things were said, silent treatment, very possible. So it took you a while to get over this, to get through this, because they really sort of messed with your heart, you know, put it in the blender a little bit. But then you stepped away because you realized that you are worthy of more. And now I see you, you know, having made a connection or about to make a connection. You could possibly make it today, even so that you're looking at this Justice energy, this Libra energy, a beautifully balanced energy. So if you look there in the recent past with that Six of Pentacles and then the Justice energy in your current space, it is those scales that needed to be evened. And I feel that the scales are evened now, all right? You may have been looking for someone to come and rescue. That's a possibility. Or for someone to just love you the way that you are. But I feel that for some of the way that you were, it's maybe that you needed to, like, you know, take a bit of a fresh look at that with fresh eyes. And that obviously is not a judgment at all. Let's look at your potential coming your way. So you've got the Tower, the Four of Wands, and the Lovers. Somebody's cracking here under pressure. And when I say cracking under pressure, I'm talking about, I like you. I like you. I want to be with you. Somebody is flattening mountains here for you. They are doing what they need to do. Flattening mountains and crossing oceans. Figuratively speaking, literally speaking, you're dealing here with someone that, even if it means that they need to sort of like uproot themselves, sort of like for you, for the benefit of the possibility of your connection, they're doing that. And I see that it's very appreciated by you, and that's how they win your heart. And that's how you build this beautiful connection with you, because you are prepared to do the same. And then you've got beautiful positive choices there with the Lovers going forward. Possibly dealing with a Gemini. Doesn't have to be that energy. There could also be a space, Pisces, where maybe there's more than one person that you can sort of choose from. And I do see you. I see you releasing one person, and I see you connecting to another person. Okay? Finally releasing that person, you know, even if it's just in energy, because energy connects us, you know? Let's see what we've got for you in Oracle energy. And Pisces, that resonates with you. If you're opening your heart, mind, and soul to it, take a nice deep breath, claim it for yourself. Remember to subscribe. Remember to hit those all notifications. I really appreciate it. It's uncanny how your reading is so in line with Scorpio, because they also got this card in the Moonology deck, and it says new moon, a new start is coming. So a new start is coming for you, my beautiful Pisces. A new start in love, a new start in just beautiful things. And I'm so happy because, you know, as I said, you're dealing with a person who will, you know, flatten mountains and cross oceans for you, which is just amazing, because you deserve that. So thank you from my heart. Namaste. Be sure to come back to check your daily readings, check your weekly readings. Thank you for your time, your energy, your love, and your light. Namaste. Love and light. See you next time. Bye.